It's time for Portland Wrestling 2000s. Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey, welcome to the first ever Portland Wrestling 2000s YouTube channel show. I'm your host, Frank Culbertson, also the promoter of Portland Wrestling in the 2000s, and we have a lot to cover in the upcoming episodes here on Portland Wrestling. I know we're going to talk about Rowdy Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka, the Grappler. We're going to talk about Bryan Alvarez and Miss Rent-to-Own Auto. Let's take just a quick moment to preview that segment. Yes, that's beautiful Bryan Alvarez being comforted by Miss Rent-to-Own Auto after losing to the Grappler. We're going to talk about Bryan Danielson, and he had his very first broadcast television match right here on Portland Wrestling.
Technician, one wrong move and he'll clamp on a submission hold. You better give up or he just would rather break your arm. Dr. Luther.
We have so much to cover, but first let's go back to the beginning.
But now, right here on WB 32, Portland Wrestling is back on the air. Fans, call your grandmas and grandpas, your moms and dads. Get a hold of your kids and sit down, because it's going to be a wild ride. Portland Wrestling, the tradition is back.
So the backstory on how I got to know Roddy Piper is, while we were doing Portland Wrestling, he was working for TNA. And there were times where he needed to shoot something for TNA or for other projects, and he would come into the studio and we would shoot for him, and in exchange, he would do Portland Wrestling for us. Like shooting angles, like setting up this ending to this match.
Back outside. This match is totally out of control. Referee, I'm not sure he knows who the legal man in the ring is. Again, fans, you're not going to want to miss out every moment of Portland Wrestling. Now Scotty Mack and Nikki Sixx going outside. All four back outside the ring where we did. Fans, there you go. The referee ringing the bell. It's broken down. Now they're here on the driver's. It is all over. Ringing the bell. We're in it in a double countout.
That set up the following week's match between the Suicide Kings, Scotty Mack and Havoc, and it was Katie bar the door, as we like to say. But soon the commission stepped in, and we'll cover that in an upcoming episode. And then the station sold to Tribune, and Tribune didn't want to do pro wrestling. So Comcast Sportsnet came and said, we would like to do Portland Wrestling. So I left the WB, took the Portland Wrestling over to Comcast, and Roddy Piper followed me too.
And this is very, very exciting for me to make this announcement. As you know, the board of directors has on its board a man who is a legend in professional wrestling around the world. A man who has held every heavyweight championship title in every country around the world. A man who is truly a legend. He is a member of the board of directors. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rowdy Roddy Piper!
Wrestling fans, there he is, the legend, the icon, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Kissing the babies, the man, a wrestling legend, as Don Cross said at WrestleMania in Hollywood, going into the WWE Hall of Fame, made his mark here on Portland Wrestling, and now on the board of directors.
Hey, it's great to be seen, thank you. You know, there is so much to be said about this man. I didn't even cover the movies and all that stuff, and
There's so much to be said, but we can't say it on the air.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
It is a family show. That's right. But you know, Roddy, we've been talking about Portland wrestling and where you started, and certainly where I started, way back there, way back there,
Way back there.
and now we're way up here.
Yeah, you know, Portland wrestling has been a breeding ground for some of the biggest stars we have today, and it's always a pleasure for me to come back and see those young tyrants back there. They scare me to death. I hate snakes, okay? Even the well-dressed ones, all right? We got snakes out there. They got more people. They got reptiles. They crawl on their belly. More things than I ever seen before. Mama told me not to come, but I come anyway, because Portland wrestling is the #1 wrestling league in the nation. It ain't the biggest. It's just the best. Now, as far as being old, you know what? They ain't seen nothing yet, man. They ain't seen nothing yet. No. I look at it this way. I look at yourself and I look at the people that have supported Portland wrestling over the years, and there's one man that comes to mind. Who would that man be? Not Buddy Rose, that's three men. Yeah. So as a matter of fact, if you get the answer to this question, you get a trip for two around Buddy Rose. Absolutely.
And group insurance.
And group insurance. There's one man that has been an institution in Portland, Oregon. When I was here, he's not only a friend to Portland wrestling, he's my friend, and his name is Mr. Tom Peterson. Please. God bless you, man. God bless you.
You know, Tom, Roddy and I were talking before that, quite frankly, if it had not been for Tom Peterson, Roddy, you and I might not even be standing here today.
I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't have no kids. I didn't know you had Muppets on the card.
I don't know what this is an interruption. Tom, I want you to know.
Oh, let me interrupt you right there. See, this is an angle that came directly from Roddy Piper himself and how his mind works. It's an angle that he started at the WB over 2 years prior and now coming full circle right here on Portland Wrestling. Let's go back and look at how it happened at the WB.
Fans, I'm back in the ring. I don't know what we just saw with Bryan Alvarez and the ladies' choice. I'm joined here by the lovely Miss Rent-to-Own Auto. Better get that right. Ladies' choice. Ladies' choice. Elsie, get over here. Elsie, what was that?
Brother, let me tell you something. Boo-hoo, brother. Brings a tear to my glass eye. It's like this. She offered her honor, and I honored her offer. And all through the night, I was honoring offer, brother. And you know me, Frank, I don't like to toot my own horn, but the sex was so good, brother, the neighbors had a cigarette.
But she is with Bryan Alvarez. How dare you steal somebody's woman like that?
Is Alvarez here right now? No? Is it? No. Is he here?
He's not here.
Of course he's not, brother. He doesn't want to face the man with a plan and a golden tan. A 60-minute man, brother. Bryan Alvarez, he once went for an hour and 5 minutes in bed. That was the night they turned the clocks ahead, brother.
LC, I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's a man in town. We hear that there's a man coming here tonight. Rowdy Roddy Piper, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I hope there's a handicap spot out there and he brought his walker, brother. Is it Peter Piper or Roddy Piper? I don't know who picked a peck of pickled peppers, brother, but that old dude's not coming here tonight, or he's in for it, brother.
He is an icon. He is a legend. Elsie, you've got something to say when Roddy Piper shows up here tonight. Fans, Frank Culbertson here with Portland Wrestling, Ladies' Choice, and I guess Miss Rent-to-Own Auto. We'll see if he has $49.95 and a driver's license. We'll be right back with our next match.
So now we'll go back out to Cleveland National Guard Armory and pick up where this version from Roddy Piper takes on. But remember that dress that Miss Rent-to-Own Auto is wearing, because in a future episode, it's going to come into play.
That a brand new banner of yours is going to be hanging from the rafters here, and it will remain as long as there is Portland wrestling.
Thank you.
God bless you, Tom.
I know you lisp, but let's hear what you got to say, Big Fella.
Oh, excuse me.
Excuse me. You know what? If you didn't tie knots in those legs, you'd have no knees at all.
I'm sorry. Go right ahead. Tell me what you got to tell me here, champ.
You know what, Roddy Piper? We've got you, we've got Don Cross, and we've got Tom Peterson. I can't tell you how nice it is to be in the old folks' home, brother. All right, normally I'm surrounded by beautiful women. Tonight, I'm surrounded by a bunch of old farts with hip replacements.
You think that, talking like that, do you think that you're going to get a chance to get old?
Let me tell you something, pal. I am the Portland champion, okay? And the belt is a lot shinier now than it was 30 years ago when you had it.
First of all, I must give you credit as much as it hurts for winning that belt, because you did win it fair and square, and you are the heavyweight champion. However, I'm on the board of directors. So you may think that you can do what you want, when you want, how you want, the way you want to do, but you are wrong. What we need to do is find a number. Oh yeah, I am crazy. Believe it. What we need to do is find the number one contender in Portland, and that way, let's see how tough you are with that belt. There are so many people back there that want a shot at you. I, being on the board of directors, narrowed it down to 4. That's the number that comes after 3 if I'm confusing you. Ladies and gentlemen, the first contender, I want him to come out. Give it for Samito. Samito. Bring it down, Daddy. Don't. No sense running, you'll just get tired. Oh, look at the size of that boy there, huh? Now that's a heavyweight. Give it up for Aaron Idol. Aaron Idol. I'm gonna make your dream come true, baby. Aaron Idol.
Number one contender.
Let's give it up. Come on. Next one, Aaron. Get on in here, champ. And we gonna see who the champion really is. Get on in here, champ. Oh, that's nice. He wipes his feet. Something you don't do. In the corner there, champ. In the corner. Give it up for Buddy Wayne. Let's have some fun with this. All right. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, stay in that corner, Dr. Luther. That dream just turned into your nightmare. Now, I don't want to be someone that's picky, but if I was a contender and the champion was in the middle of the ring, I'd take my shot now, guys.
Roddy Piper has called and said, go ahead and attack LC. The 4 contenders, number 1 contenders, squaring off right now, looking at each other. Don Cross joining me.
These 4 gentlemen are going to go to it to find out who the number 1 contender is. That number 1 contender is going to go against. Hang on.
And that Sabino just attacking Aaron Idol right now.
See you later.
Oh, Buddy Wayne takes a hammer from Dr. Luther. This match is supposed to happen next week. Yeah, it's going to be a next week match. But they're just getting started here early. LC left, so they only had themselves. Samito, now he bails out, and Aaron Idol and Dr. Luther in the ring. Fans, we are completely out of time. We need to go right now, fans. Don't forget Portland Wrestling the way it should be. That's the way it is.
Now you'll notice some cuts in there, and that's because this was supposed to be a 2.5, 3 minute segment, and then when Piper starts going, Piper just keeps going as long as Piper wants to go, and you just let him. So that's what we got. And in that clip, you saw the late Buddy Wayne of the OWO, the Old World Order. Of course, Buddy is the dad of Nick Wayne, who's about to make his AEW debut in July. We wish Nick all the great success that he's going to have in this business. But why is Buddy Wayne in this section? Because it leads to the next Roddy Piper intervention.
And now Scotty Mack's a little unsteady. He's up fighting, but Scotty Mack able to roll out of the way. And now Scotty Mack's got the tag. In comes Dr. Luther. Down goes Grappler. Down goes Buddy Wayne. Down goes Moretti. A boot to the Grappler. Now the Black Dragon in. It's a 6-man brawl right now. Scotty Mack.
Katie, bar the door. We got a Pier 6 brawl, Frank.
Unbelievable. The Grappler and Scotty Mack. We've got Luther and Moretti and Black Dragon and Buddy Wayne. Now Scotty Mack has been thrown out. Moretti thrown right into the Grappler. Down goes the Grappler. This is where the Army of Darkness.
Just sprouted wings and flew over the top of the Buddy Wayne right out here in front of us.
A DDT in the ring, and now the Grappler.
But look, Black Dragon and Scotty Mack are down, and now they've done it again. They've singled out Dr. Luther.
They've got a chair.
They've got the
Grappler holding on to him. He knocks it down, goes the Grappler. He falls over Ed Moretti. He hooks the leg. There's 1, 2, 3.
He got him.
It is all over.
Wow.
It is all over. The winner of the match, the Army of Darkness, and Scotty Mack.
Team of
And
Dr. Luther.
unbelievable. Our old world order lost once again.
Yeah, but they lost once again. There was a miscommunication there. You know, Luther couldn't.
There's your winners right there, Scotty Mack and the AOD.
Luther's
Dr.
going to
Luther
clothesline
and the
Scotty
Black
Mack right
Dragon.
now. Luther's going to hit Scotty Mack right now.
No, he is not. He's pointing to you. He would still like a title shot. What's going on inside the ring? We've got.
What's going on there? They're
Hold up, Buddy Wayne. He's got the microphone.
Hey! Listen up, Grappler. You let him win, man. What? We've all three known each other for a long time.
That's true. Whoa, did you hear that, Frank?
But this is your final mistake. This is your final mistake. Don't let it happen again.
Grappler's final mistake. Okay. Well, Grappler's been warned by the OWO apparently.
Grappler, you're the weak link in the OWO.
Whoa.
What? Whoa.
This match never would have been lost.
Wait, the monster's behind him, Frank.
Okay? Listen, though. Stop bickering. No, stop bickering. Listen, it's the OWO. We've been together a long time, okay? Forget about it. We'll make it up down the road. Just calm down, okay?
Grappler tried to make amends. It looks like everything is done.
Yeah, it looks
but,
like
but there is Samito, the one-eyed monster behind him. Grappler didn't see him.
Oh my
wait,
God!
Grappler.
Frank!
Unbelievable. Now a double DDT on the Grappler from Buddy Wayne and Ed Moretti. And now he catches a tie iron and down goes the Grappler. Now he's got it. They're just choking away on the Grappler. He's got the tie iron, the Samito, the one-eyed monster, and Buddy Wayne
That's
just
it. You see that?
He's the weak.
So here is Roddy Piper's response to the Grappler getting beaten down.
The one, the only, Roddy Piper with some very special announcements.
Twitching. Left my brother from another mother in the ring twitching. The old world older. Older. You see, wrestlers like Eddie Moretti, they don't die, they just smell that way. Eddie Moretti has always been a special guy. He was special when he was little. He's got a special tummy on him. He walks special. He went to a special school. The problem and truth of the matter is, the reason Eddie Moretti got on the Grappler with Sabu, Hubu, is the reason is because, see, Grappler, he's always put out the fires. Eddie Moretti, he just carries the hose. New school, old school, there ain't no such thing no more. And what they're trying to do to me, I love Portland wrestling. Portland wrestling is the mecca for many a star. But Dusty Rhodes and the NWA, they got me because I'm special too. On the 16th as a special referee, meaning I can't be in Portland on the 15th. Well, that's why I'm Roddy Piper. I can be two places at the same time. You want special? I'll give you special. Let me tell you something. You mess with my brother, you put him out of wrestling. You take my brother, he can't feed his family. Roddy Piper, hell has come. 2005, Roddy Piper has come alive. I come alive out of a passion, not for the money. I come alive to Portland because I want to tell you something. I am on the board of directors now with Mr. Don Koss. I am on the board of directors with Dusty Rhodes, Larry Zbyszko, and two midgets. I don't know their name. And I am going to change things. Next week you be here, because I'm going to tell you something. Hell is coming. Hell is coming. And you're trying to make me go, aren't you?
No,
I ain't going, you see. I'm just beginning. I'm just beginning to start. Hell is coming.
Fans, there you've heard it from the Rowdy one himself. He is on the board of directors of Portland Wrestling. And right here next week on Portland Wrestling, you're going to see the Cuban heavyweight title defended by Anchor Sawyer. You're going to see the OWO, the AOD, the KOE, all the greats in Portland Wrestling be here. And as you heard, the Rowdy one will make a return next week here on Portland Wrestling. As we say, that's wrestling the way it should be.
Hell's coming.
That's Roddy. There is no script. You don't give him anything to say. You just hand him the mic, and he says what he wants to say, and he does it the best ever. But that's not all, because he wanted to do the closing for the next show that we also did at Comcast Studios. And all I did was give him the matches. He said, get me a whiteboard. And then this is what transpired. Again, I only gave him matches, not the stipulations.
Hi, Kilroy. How you doing? Nice to see you. What's the first match you got?
We are going to have Samito of the Old World Order versus Dr. Luther of the Army of Darkness.
Time number 1. Sammy versus, what's his name?
Dr. Luther.
Oh, yeah, him. What a jerk. No, he's not a bad guy. Luther. The guy's tough guys. Old World Order. Want to bring in weapons? These two guys? Ouch. Coal miners glove match. Oh. That's what they got. Coal miners.
Coal miner glove match?
Yes, one thing kept me out of high school was junior high school. All right, what's the second match?
We're going to have Ed Moondog Moretti versus Scotty Mack.
Oh, Eddie Moretti, the special fella. All right there. We have Eddie. Remember Mr. Cleaver and Eddie? Versus, what's the other guy's name?
Scotty Mack.
Oh, Scotty Mack. All right, I tell you what we do with them board of directors. Old school. I'm as old as you get. We're going to give them a chain. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie the chain around both these guys' wrists, and they're going to go do it next Saturday until somebody can't move. And then they're going to have to take the chain off the hand to get away. We get that done. All right. Feeling good here. Kind of sparky. What's the third one?
We are going to have Buddy Wayne against the Black Dragon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's going to be an ugly one. I'll tell you. Number 3, Buddy Wayne. To heck with the Wayne. Versus Black Dragon. This is what we do with the Black Dragon and Buddy Wayne. Board of directors, putting a cowbell. You ever been hit in the head with a cow? That was stupid. Ever been hit in the head with a cowbell? Hurts like hell. But that's the reason we're coming. Come on in, Hal. You ain't getting by me. Didn't my buddy? His name be Hal. H-E-L. I like Hal. Hal gonna be there. Roddy Piper gonna be all around. January 15th, TV taping. We got Kilroy. We got guys in glove matches, chains, and coal miners, and ropes, and boots, and midgets. What's that?
The Knights of Ecstasy are going to be their Skag Rollins and Ladies' Choice.
Aren't they friends?
Tag team partners, absolutely.
Oh, let's put that. Excuse me, Hal. Thank you very much. Let's put them against each other. What? Luther, right? Luther,
No, Ladies' Choice and Skag Rollins against each other.
Oh yeah, Ladies' Choice, yeah, versus Skag. Skag. I had the Skag one time. You know, a little antibiotics clears it right up. January 15th, we put Skags against LC, baby. Now you're talking board of directors card. I tell you what, you be there because Hal is on his way.
Again, all we had were the matches. Piper brought all those gimmicks with him and made the matches as he decided. It was a crazy evening, and it's Roddy Piper. What can you say?
With
time for the next Roddy Piper installment at Kaiser Stadium.
Listen to the fans explode as there he is, Roddy Piper making his way to the ring. Roddy Piper, Portland Wrestling's own, made his name here in Portland Wrestling. Went on to great things in the WWE, now in the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, making his way inside the steel cage where he has won many a match.
Did you know you've done all those things?
I love you too, man. Cut that bagpipe music, man. Let me just take a look at these folks for a second. You are the best. You know, it's just like good old days of Portland wrestling. Got Jimmy Snuka here, and I'm out of coconuts. I'm scared to death. I saw kids back there, I was doing stuff I ain't never seen before. There's one guy back there, stage, he's got the Buddy Rose starter kit. He wears it like this. His pectorals are hanging down like this. Looks like he's had 6 litters of puppies. Oh yeah. I don't know who he is. I really don't care. Back there, every one of them young men are out to give you their heart and everything they got for you.
And I'm here for that because you deserve it. And I'm proud to be here. Now, Mr. Collins, I understand that we do have a problem here. I'm the problem?
You know, for once, Roddy, for once, you might not actually be the problem. You may be the problem solver.
First of all, on the hook, you know, beef, big old steer, beef, it's coming here. You know why he wears a mask? Because he's got big, nasty green warts all over his face.
You know something, Piper? I might wear a mask, but brother, I don't wear no dress like you.
Tilt.
So what you got under that dress there?
Your girlfriend's lipstick. How hard would you like to go?
Oh, I can tell you, brothers, all I see from here is those little skinny legs you got, brother. You got a heck of a lawsuit there. You can sue him for non-support.
Why don't you take that off and show everybody your body? You're a wrestler, right? Go ahead and take that out. Give him a big round of applause. He wants to do it. Go ahead and take that out. But as ugly as you are, leave the mask on. Now, do you have a lot of those? Because he got big head. He's going to need some because he's just about as ugly as you are.
Hey, let me tell you something. Enough of this comedy act, Piper. The fact of the matter is I'm here for one reason. You've been sitting on this decision for way too long. Dr. Luther needs an opponent tonight in this steel cage, and it should be me. You know it. Don Cross, you know it. These people know it. But more importantly, the true legend of Portland wrestling, the Grappler, knows it.
So you're telling me that you're the opponent for Dr. Luther?
Hell yeah.
What'd you eat today, anyway? I tell you, I'm the board of directors, and I'm the one going to tell you who's going to be in the ring with Dr. Luther. I don't like you at all, man.
Is that right, Piper? You think you're the boss out here?
Hey, hold it. This is supposed to be Piper's pit. This is not sanctioned by the board of directors. All right. Grappler goes face first into the... Wait a minute, hold it, you guys. This is turning into a back alley Pier 6 brawl. Hey, come on! Leave the man alone! Roddy, I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta get out of here. You are on your own now.
In the ring right now, Skag Rollins, Aaron Idle, and Scotty Mack pounding away on the legend. And then here comes Dr. Luther and Dante and some cloaked individuals. I am not sure who these men are. And now the hammer to Skag Rollins, the druids from Dr. Luther's army. Dr. Luther now throws Scotty Mack into the cage, and down he goes. Skag Rollins making his quick way out. The grappler making his way out. Dante with the hammer shots right on Scotty Mack. Aaron Idle taking a tremendous beating as well from Dr. Luther. Roddy Piper recovering in the corner. Don Coss has made his way out. He had enough. These men all want to be the number one contenders. Dr. Luther now has cleared the ring. Now Roddy Piper raising their hands in victory. Maybe now we'll find out who the number one contender is. Don Coss very shaken up. He's disheveled from that beating that he was just witnessing. Him and Roddy Piper go way back here on Portland Wrestling. Don Coss, listen to what Roddy Piper has to say about that.
I tell you what, Luther, Dr. Luther, tell me, which one of those guys do you think you can beat?
Which one of these guys can I beat?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something,
can beat every last one of these guys standing here and every last guy in that dressing room.
Well, let me make your dream come true, because I'm the one that gets an opponent for you, and I say this: you, everybody in the dressing room, we're going to have a battle royal for the Northwest Heavyweight Championship.
Wow. Oh. Well, this is...
love it or leave it. Get it on, boys.
This thing got out of hand real fast, Frank.
Look at the wrestlers coming out of the back.
Everybody's coming out here.
Skag Rollins, Dr. Luther going at it. Rowdy Roddy Piper has made the announcement. Everyone from the dressing room has a shot at Dr. Luther's Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title inside the steel cage.
Well, this isn't the way we planned it. This is not the things like this usually have to pass through the board of directors, but this thing just exploded out there.
Well, Roddy Piper is part of the board of directors, so I'm assuming he's saying this is what's going to happen. He is telling Bonsai Bruce getting in the ring.
He's throwing everybody in there.
There's Dave inside.
The grappler. Slam the door. I'll take care of the grappler.
Roddy Piper saying he's going to take care of the grappler, and right now being taken care of. Faces are being mashed up against the cage.
I didn't see the grappler leave.
The grappler slithered off like the snake he is.
Whoa! Well, I think Roddy is he's going snake hunting right now.
Absolutely. Now you can see Skag Rollins choking away on Dante. I am hearing from the back, Don, that the rules for this match are going to be you can be eliminated by pinfall, by submission, or being thrown through the cage door. Once it gets down to the final two, the door will be locked, and the last two combatants will be for the Pacific Northwest Heavyweight title. It might not even be Dr. Luther getting an opportunity.
Now, wait a minute. After everybody but the last two are thrown out, the door is locked? Is that it?
Absolutely. That's what I'm understanding from Rowdy Roddy Piper. Leaving, he is off looking for the grappler. Referee Mark Watson in the ring. Albert McClure outside. Exile now going face first into the cage by Caden Matthews.
Boy, that cage leaves this mark on you, too.
It really does. Caden Matthews, a young man, he has never had his opportunity to be in a match like this. This is a chance of a lifetime for a young man like that.
This is what makes those those young boys men real fast.
Absolutely. Caden Matthews now being exiled, now just taking blow after blow, driving shoulders into the corner. Don Cost, Rowdy Roddy Piper as left. He is off looking for the grappler. Fans, we need to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more action here on Portland Wrestling.
Wow.
Fans, we are back. Cage match continues. Jeremy Blanchard in the ring. I can see it looks like Scotty Mack, Aaron Idle, all the men out of the back of Portland Wrestling. Here, Buzz Anderson in the ring. Buzz Anderson could become your Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion.
Any one of these men in there right now, except the grappler. We don't know where the grappler is. It could be that Roddy has found him in the back room back there, and he wouldn't be in condition to be
absolutely not
contending for anything.
Dr. Luther now chopping away on Skag Rollins. Look at Scotty Mack's face right up against the steel cage. We've seen 28 stitches from Scotty Mack before. We might be seeing it again.
He's gonna look like he's been down at Captain Jack's.
Oh, Dr. Luther just threw Caden Matthews inside the steel cage. These men outside the ring, these druids, I am not sure what bald-headed, just like
I don't know where
Dr.
they came from.
Very, very unusual men.
Were they in the crowd, or were they in the back, or where were they?
I'm not sure where Dr. Luther gets his people. Dante now twisting up into the steel cage by Bonsai Bruce. These men just went into the SPW Championship ladder match last week here on Portland Wrestling, and now he is just standing on Dante's throat, just pushing down. And Sideshow in the ring, he looks like he's really, really wobbling.
Who is that Sideshow is working on right now?
Sideshow, it is hard to see, Don Cost, but you can see Sideshow really working on one member of the he's working on Jeremy Blanchard is who he's working on. Aaron Idle now with some very, very tough kicks into the midsection, ample midsection of Skag Rollins.
Wow. And over in the other corner, I can't really tell who that is over in the other corner. We got Scotty Mack in one corner, and the other, Caden Matthews has got
Sideshow just biting away on Jeremy Blanchard. This is a massive humanity in the ring, Don Cost. Big man, 14, I believe.
Caden Matthews has got Anderson back there.
Look at Dante and Bonsai Bruce standing up in the corner. Dante now going to the top of the cage.
Dante may be airborne here any moment on his own power or somebody else's.
Absolutely.
Climbing that cage.
Now, looks like coming out of the match, out of the cage, right now being eliminated is Big Ugly, and Damon Scythe going after him. He's working on that arm. He's got him down in an arm bar on the ground. He is going to break his arm, Don Kosh.
Doesn't he realize that it's over once you get thrown out?
Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful kick by Damon Scythe.
This is a carryover from their other match.
Absolutely, the falls count anywhere. They're just fighting back to the dressing room. And now Vinny Macero is going to come leave the cage.
He's coming to the aid of his
partner. After Damon Scythe outside.
Look out.
He has got him out. He's taking him down to the ground, just brawling. Now just punching away hard as he can. And here comes Exile outside the ring as well. These two, he's going to, oh my goodness.
Whoa, that was a football tackle. You know, these guys who are coming out to help their friends are eliminating themselves from a possible championship title.
Well, I don't think gold is on their mind tonight, just brutality and mayhem. You know, Broken Bones is the Cartel and
Scotty
Team
Mack
Hell's favorite things. Who is Scotty Mack?
Scotty Mack has been eliminated.
Yeah. Pinned inside the ring. Now must leave. Sideshow helping him out. Skag Rollins helping Sideshow out. But Sideshow trying to keep in there, but now kicked out. The Clown Killer looks like he's being eliminated. He's hanging on the stairs.
By a thread. Now he's out.
Sideshow is out. Eliminated.
Now Dante in the ring, just going to work on Skag Rollins.
Wow.
Bubba Blanchard and Caden Matthews going at it. That's Buzz Anderson, excuse me, fans. Dante setting up, hard charge. He goes up and out through the cage door. Dante has been eliminated.
Dante is out.
Dante has been eliminated.
The SPW champion outside the ring. Scotty Mack and Sideshow brawling outside where the fans are.
There's action all over the place. I mean, hey, that's what Portland Wrestling is.
Buzz Anderson has been eliminated. Scotty Mack being followed by his personal videographer. And Dante looking at Scotty Mack. I think he's going to take on Scotty Mack. They are brawling right outside the announcer's table. Wow. Dante, the SPW California champion, was eliminated. Scotty Mack fighting away.
Look at Caden Matthews.
They've got their tag team championship belt.
Well, they only got one.
Sideshow and Buzz going by. Buzz has stolen. Buzz is taking one half of the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Championship. We know Aaron Idle is the other member. Now, Bonsai Bruce in the ring. It is down to Dr. Luther.
I think
Jeremy
Bruce is out of the ring. He is. And Caden Matthews is just barely in the ring.
He is trying to hang on. This would be a real feather in his cap if he could pull off a championship victory. Bonsai Bruce has been eliminated.
And Caden Matthews has crawled back in.
That's a fine showing by young Caden Matthews. He has really put his heart and soul into a match he didn't know anything about, and yet he's stepping in. Skag Rollins thrown into the cage. Oh my goodness, down he goes. There's a 1-2, almost a 3 count. Skag Rollins really powered out. Great inner strength by Skag Rollins.
Who else is in there?
Dr. Luther working on Aaron Idle. One half of the Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions last week. They beat the Dark Carnival here in Portland Wrestling. Skag Rollins ducks out of the way. Aaron Idle. Aaron Idle in trouble, taking some chop. Caden Matthews
is just about out, and he is out.
He has been eliminated.
Caden Matthews is out.
We are down to 3. It is Aaron Idle, Dr. Luther, and Skag Rollins. Oh, excuse me, I didn't see Jeremy Blanchard on the other side, making a fine showing for himself as well. Jeremy Blanchard, former 2-time Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champion.
Wow. This is something else.
Well,
I don't know if we've seen anything like this before.
When you get Rowdy Roddy Piper involved, Don Costa, you know
it's Katie barred the door.
The unexpected is going to happen, and it certainly has tonight. A cage match, a battle royal cage match. 4 men left. Look at the suplex that Blanchard has got on Aaron Idle, but he is reversed. Aaron Idle, good go behind. That's a great. Both men want the gold. Dr. Luther working on Skag Rollins.
Skag Rollins has just kind of collapsed over here in the corner. As Blanchard is
he is choking away. Blanchard has a leg lock on Aaron Idle. I think both men very tired. He's trying to recover and take down some of the high flying, the hard kicks that Aaron Idle is known for. Dr. Luther now on Skag Rollins.
Yes, Luther's on all over Skag Rollins. Man, I think we better take a break here.
We had better. Let's go to a word from one of our great sponsors. We'll be back with more cage match action here on Portland Wrestling. So we say that's wrestling the way it should be. Fans in the ring right now. Aaron Idol going for a spinning heel kick on the top of Jeremy Blanchard. He hit him squarely. There's a pin. He hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. It is all over. Jeremy Blanchard has been eliminated.
Jeremy Blanchard has been
eliminated by a pin inside the ring.
It is down to 2, 3 individuals. It is the champion, Dr. Luther, and Aaron Idol, and Skag Rollins. Both men clearly capable of taking the Doc title
what
tonight.
A wheel kick that was by Blanchard on Dr. Luther.
That was Dr. Luther, on Aaron Idol. Blanchard's been eliminated, but Skag Rollins.
Well, I'm losing track here.
Well, your champion, Dr. Luther, in the ring, but now he's got to face 2 men who don't like each other, but who would love to take the gold off of Dr. Luther. Skag Rollins, former Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion and one half of the current Pacific Northwest tag team champions. This is where the cream of the crop has risen up.
Aaron Idol in there against, well, kind of against all odds because he's in there with a couple of animals.
Aaron Idol is climbing up to the top of the cage. I'm not sure what he is doing. Dr. Luther is down.
What in the world is he doing?
Aaron Idol climbing to the very top. Moonsault.
Oh
my goodness, a moonsault off the top of the cage. Nobody home.
He just didn't pay attention as to where his opponent was. Now he got
Idol has been eliminated.
A 3 count. I am sure there's no breath left in him.
There is no. They're going to have to carry him out of there.
That was an amazing moonsault off the top of the cage. We saw Superfly Snuka here 2 weeks ago beat the Grappler. He's famous for the leap off the top of the cage, Madison Square Garden, but that
it could have worked, but he didn't take time to realize and recognize where his opponent was.
Absolutely. Dr. Luther now.
The door will now be locked.
The door will be locked.
The door is locked now.
There is no more being eliminated through the cage door.
So it's down to Dr. Luther and
Skag Rollins. It is a fight to the. Oh my goodness! Headed towards the ring is the Grappler, Roddy Piper. I don't know where Roddy Piper is.
Roddy's all right.
The Grappler. The Grappler has some chairs.
He's got a couple of chairs
and giant bolt cutters. The door has been locked. The Grappler cannot get inside the ring. Referee Albert McClure telling him that is how it is. But
what's he doing? Oh, he's going to throw it.
He throws a chair in. The Grappler throws a chair in.
Here comes another chair. Well, he's got 3 chairs out there.
He does have 3 chairs. He didn't quite make it that time. There's a second one in. That is a 10-foot high cage.
Well,
Dr. Luther
used that chair.
He's firing back on Skag Rollins. But the Grappler still throwing chairs inside the ring. I'm not sure what. Aaron Idol is making his way back to the dressing room off that moonsault that he took off the top.
He's hurting big time.
That was quite a shot that he took when he missed that moonsault. Aaron Idol in a lot of trouble. We need to get some medical attention. Albert McClure telling the Grappler to go to the back.
Yeah, Skag Rollins is in a lot of trouble too. Being whipped into the turnbuckle. Dr. Luther grabbing one of those chairs that the Grappler threw in there.
That it was a weapon that he intended for Skag Rollins. And now they have, dueling chairs again, once, twice, 3 times.
Look at this.
4 times they go, Dr. Luther has lost his chair. He ducks it. Now he takes it. A kick into the chair. Down goes Skag Rollins. Dr. Luther really took advantage of that speed and agility that he has. Put the big man Skag Rollins down.
Oh, he did. And Rollins went down hard. And now here comes a whip across the ring into the cage. Into the steel cage goes Rollins.
Face first, Don Costello.
I don't know what the Grappler had in mind there, throwing those. He was trying to obviously help Rollins, right?
Absolutely. Now, Dr. Luther has got Skag Rollins in position for a face pull. This should end it. We have seen this is what sent Ladies' Choice down to a loss, where Ladies' Choice was supposed to get his hair cut. Of course, we know Skag Rollins turned the tables, and now it's the bald Dr. Luther in the ring. He's just playing the boots. These 2 men will meet in more matches down the road if either of them can survive this, Don Cost.
Well, this is now for the Pacific Northwest Championship.
That's right, and now Dr. Luther just grinding the head of Skag Rollins inside the steel cage. It looks like Skag Rollins has been busted open inside the ring.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, his face is becoming hamburger.
Oh, and a blow to the ample midsection of Skag Rollins. Look at the blood flowing now.
Sure, almost got lost in there.
Oh, man. Slams Skag Rollins' head, opening him up even more. Skag Rollins now, his face becoming a crimson mask. Dr. Luther talking to his hands in the ring once again. That's the sadisticness. There's 1, 2, almost a 3 count by Dr. Luther.
I think Dr. Luther right now is thanking the grappler for, hey, sending in those chairs. He's putting them to very good use. The grappler is still standing outside.
Well, the door is locked now. What is Dr. Luther doing? He is setting up a chair into the corner.
He's going to slam him into it.
Against a very, very bloody Skag Rollins. He's whipped in. Oh, head first in. Oh, my goodness. Skag Rollins is going to have to go to the hospital. Look at the blood flowing from Skag Rollins.
Gosh, well, yeah, and there's nothing left of that chair. Of course, he's got 2 more chairs in there. Skag Rollins I don't know how he can even get to his feet.
No, absolutely
at all.
I don't know.
He is at the mercy of Dr. Luther right now.
I can tell you right now that one of our sponsors is set up for some businesses. Jer Bear is going to get a visit from Skag Rollins. He's going to need an adjustable bed after the beating that Dr. Luther's putting on.
His head has been adjusted, that's for sure.
It's reversed, and Dr. Luther goes head first into
chair. He's got the chair over there in the corner.
The steel chair. The best laid plans of mice and men sometimes backfire, and that time Dr. Luther reversed by Skag Rollins.
But Luther's not nearly as hurt as badly as Skag Rollins is.
Now, grappler trying to make his way to the ring once again, and now Albert McClure telling him that he has to go to the back. He is being forced to the back. The grappler doing what he's told to. He understands the fines and suspensions that can come if he was to disobey the rules of one of our authority referees.
Absolutely. What happened to the bolt cutters that grappler had?
I am not sure. The grappler, I think he lost him when he was throwing the chairs inside the ring. Now Skag Rollins just choking away on Dr. Luther. He's got his boot put right up against it. Yep. Dr. Luther's arms and fingers being inside the steel cage. Fans, action like this each and every week here on Portland Wrestling, brought to you on CNW 14. Thanks to the great folks at Comcast. If you missed this match, if you've missed any of the Portland Wrestling matches, go to Comcast, CNW 14. Go to video on demand. Watch it 24/7. Skag Rollins, Dr. Luther, inside the steel cage.
You got it. Now Rollins is trying to set that chair up again. This time,
you hear the fans chanting AOD, Don. They are solidly behind Dr. Luther in the ring, talking to his hand one more time. When he starts hearing voices, you know that's when things are really, really getting strange inside the ring. Dr. Luther being set up. We saw Skag Rollins take this sort of a suplex about 3 weeks ago on Portland Wrestling.
So he's
Skag Rollins trying to play the
suplex right there. Dr. Luther blocking the he nails Rollins right in the face with another kind of reverse wheel kick.
Beautiful drop kick. Skag Rollins hit the steel cage solid, the metal bars that are there of support. And now Dr. Luther one more time in control. Grappler obviously unhappy with the way things are going out here in this steel cage. But Skag Rollins, he's not beat yet, Don Koss. He is not beat yet.
No, neither one of them are beat yet.
Suplex on to one of the chairs. The chair is completely devastated when the big man hit it. There's a pin. There's one. There's two. That almost three. I thought that would do it, Don Koss.
Both of these men fighting for everything they've got. One, his championship that he now holds. The other, for the championship that he used to hold.
Absolutely, fans. We need to take one more time out. We'll get a word from Captain Jackson, Tom Petersons. We'll be back with all the wrestling action inside the steel cage right after this timeout. Fans, Dr. Luther, he has just done a somersault off the top rope. 1-2, almost a 3 count.
Wow. In the meantime, the grappler has just leveled the referee.
Albert McClure is
out
down.
here.
The grappler
now he's
at
got
the
bolt
cage
cutter.
door. The grappler, he's cutting the cage door open.
And the referee is lying out on the ground, face first on the ground. The grappler cutting that bolt.
Absolutely. The grappler cutting the bolt. Now Skag Rollins inside the ring.
He's got that door open.
The grappler has got the door open. The bolt has been cut. The grappler throwing the chair out. He's going in the ring with the bolt cutters.
Oh, not with the bolt cutters. Come on now.
Dr. Luther sees him coming in. He ducks. He goes east, misses the spin kick. Oh, Skag Rollins with a clothesline. Now the grappler putting the boots right onto the shoulder of. And now he's just joking away. Dr. Luther.
This is not right. Come on. This is a.
Absolutely. This is 2-on-1. Both referees, you see the referee, Mark Watson in the ring has been knocked down. Now the grappler applying the boots to the referee, Don Cost.
This is an absolute travesty, Frank, because we need
Dante coming to the ring. Dante coming to the ring. What is he doing?
He's coming. He's going to climb up to that top, to the top of the cage.
Oh, my goodness.
What's he? Holy moly.
He is standing up on top.
Coming down!
Oh, a drop kick right on Skag Rollins. Oh, my goodness. And now a DDT on the grappler. A DDT on the grappler. Dante is in a lot of pain. Looks like he has hurt his leg. A DDT by Dr. Luther on Skag Rollins.
We don't have a referee.
Yeah, there's Derek from Z100 in the ring. There's 1,
2, 3. He's got it.
It's all over. Derek from Z100. Getting a measure of revenge again on Skag Rollins and the grappler as a referee running in and counting the 3.
Pacific Northwest champion.
That'll count.
Unbelievable.
Dr. Luther retains his Pacific Northwest championship belt. Both referees helping each other off the grounds. And Derek from Z100 filling in as a referee.
Unbelievable. Dr. Luther now celebrating with the fans who are chanting AOD. Skag Rollins. Can you believe Dante flying off the top of the cage with a drop kick like that?
You realize how high that is off the ground?
Unbelievable. From 10 feet up, a missile drop kick landing right on Skag Rollins. The best plans of the grappler and Skag Rollins being put to rest there.
Wow. I mean, we went from a carnival to a circus. That was a high trapeze act that he did there.
Well, when you know Rowdy Roddy Piper puts his mind to something that he is going to give the very best, all the wrestlers from the locker room had a chance to walk out with the title. There is your champion, the man who once again defends the title with these druids out here. And Dante from the AOD, your Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion,
you see,
Dr. Luther.
Roddy Piper started it. Dr. Luther ended it. But I tell you, that's Portland wrestling.
Absolutely.
That's Portland wrestling.
Absolutely. Fans, next week here on Portland Wrestling, the Pacific Northwest Tag Team titles will be on the line as Scotty Mack and Aaron Idle, who won the titles last week from the Dark Carnival, will be putting the titles on the line. Will it be the Blanchards? Will it be Matthews and Mueller, the Team Hell, the Cartel, the AOD, the Dark Carnival, the OWO? Tune in to see here on Portland Wrestling next week. Inside the ring, Skag Rollins and the grappler barely making it to their feet. The fans are chanting AOD.
A few quick notes about that match. That is the original Portland Wrestling cage from the Don Owen promotion. The grappler and I had gone down to Barry Owen's house in Eugene, found it in a field, and picked it up. It is part of Portland Wrestling lore. It is a tough steel cage. Also, when the grappler threw the second chair, some people would say today that that's a botch. Actually, that was a planned spot because the heel trying to cheat couldn't. So, good for the grappler knowing how to work the crowd. And Skag Rollins is unique Todd Royce. He is a comedian living in Las Vegas who is absolutely blowing up the comedy circuit in the United States. You'll want to follow him. He is one very funny man. Well, wrestling fans, that's all the time we have for today. I appreciate you tuning in to the premiere episode of Portland Wrestling in the 2000s. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you won't miss a single moment of great Portland Wrestling action. The Matt Bourne special is coming up next.